Hello and welcome to another video where today I'll be running you through my 5 things you should know before starting your AAT. First off then, qualification structure. And the full AAT qualification consists of 4 levels. However, the vast majority of people will start on level 2 and therefore will complete level 2, 3 and 4 to become AAT qualified and have the letters MAAT following their name if they choose to by applying for MAAT status once all exams are complete. Now let's have a look at the exams for each level. Level 2 consists of 4 exams: Introduction to Bookkeeping, Principles of Bookkeeping Control, Principles of Costing and Business Environment. Level 3 also consists of 4 exams: Financial Accounting, Preparing Financial Statements, Tax Processes for Business, Management Accounting Techniques, and lastly, Business Awareness. Then the final level, level 4, consists of 5 exams: Drafting and Interpreting Financial Statements, Applied Management Accounting, Internal Accounting Systems and Control. And now these 3 are what's known as the core exams. Once these are completed, you'll then pick 2 from 5 optional units on offer. These being the business tax, personal tax, cash and financial management, credit and debt management, and audit and assurance. Once you've completed your level 4 exams, you'll be classified as AAT qualified, also known as an affiliate. To gain full MAAT status, this must then be applied for, and at the time of making this video, you'll need to complete the required CPD units. This process is really straightforward, however, and can be fully completed over the space of 1 or 2 days. Next is the 3 key ways to study. There are 3 main ways in which students study for AAT. Number 1, classroom-based. This would be your traditional method of attending either an FE college or private training provider. You'll be given a schedule at the start of the course and you'll usually attend on either a weekly basis or on set dates throughout the year, with the exam dates often already being planned for you at the start of the course. The next method is through distance learning. When choosing distance learning, you'll usually be provided with materials and an online portal where you'll have access to practice questions and assessments. If you decide on doing distance learning, there will be a much higher level of flexibility, so you could complete the course quicker or you could take your time if you need it. Now, depending on what package you choose, you should also have access to tutor support, which is the biggest benefit in comparison to the 3rd option, which I'll be speaking about shortly. The only other thing I'd add when selecting a distance learning provider is not to just go off price. Do your research, have a look at the student reviews, because although it may be a couple of £100 more, it can make a huge difference to the quality of the course that you receive. The 3rd option would be what's known as self-study. This compromises of purchasing the books or a provider-led course but with no tutor support. This will be the cheapest option to gaining the AAT qualification. It will come with the same flexibilities as distance learning. My only, not warning, but consideration would be that motivation will need to be high when picking this route, and you'll know your own abilities when it comes to studying, but it will be the most challenging route because you'll not have that level of support when you might need it. But that doesn't mean don't do it, it just means have a good think about whether it's right for you. Next, the exam format. All AAT exams are computer-based and will be sat at your local test centre. You can find your local test centre by following the link in the description of this video. And all you'll need to do is type in your postcode and it will give you a list of the closest centres and the price of the exam. Do be aware that different exam centres charge different prices, so just something to look out for if you've got 2 centres fairly close together. To achieve a pass in an AAT exam, you'll need to achieve 70% or above. There are grade bands now within the qualification, so 70 to 80% is a pass, 80 to 90 is a merit, and 90 to 100 is a distinction. But these are for personal achievement purposes though, so as long as you get 70% or above, you've achieved what you need to get the qualification. Now, as for the results, the majority of exams across level 2 and 3 are computer-based marking, which means you'll receive your results on the same day. However, a few, along with all level 4 results, will take 5 weeks to mark, as there is a human element to assess. So those exams have to go through a separate process. Results for these come through on a Thursday, 5 weeks after you've sat your exam, and they will appear on your own individual AAT portal. One very important piece of information here is that to be able to sit an AAT exam, you'll need to be registered as a student on that particular level that you're currently working towards. With the current AAT standards, the membership structure has changed from a yearly subscription to a fixed amount per level. The price for each level is shown on screen now. By purchasing membership, you'll have access to the Lifelong Learning Portal, which is AAT's set of resources to help towards passing your exams. Each exam will also have 2 mocks within there too. As I previously said, the membership is required to be able to sit your exams. Right, really important this one, and something you need to be aware of right from the start, which is the need for experience. The AAT qualification is there to enhance your real-world experience, show that you have a highly recognised qualification and level of capability and commitment. Unfortunately though, it is not a replacement for real-world experience, which I cannot stress enough goes a very long way in accountancy to be able to apply for the higher level positions. It doesn't matter whether you've got your level 2 or level 4, if you've got 0 real world experience, you'll be applying for the exact same jobs. What it does mean, however, is that once you've got your foot in the door, having the qualifications to back up the real world experience often means that you can move up the ladder quicker if you wish to do so. Last on the list then is starting at the right level. So what level should you start at? And this can be a somewhat controversial topic, but let's discuss it anyway. First, a question that a lot of people ask: can I start on any level? And the simple answer is yes. You could start on level 4. There's no requirement to start. I mean, it would be an absolute disaster for 99.9% of people, but in theory it is feasible. Now, the vast majority of people should start on level 2, and there is an exception to that, but I'll talk about that in a second. Level 2 gives you the foundation of knowledge that you need to be able to complete levels 3 and 4. It allows you to see if this is the right set of qualifications for you, because if level 2 is a disaster, the chances are 3 and 4 are definitely not for you, and you probably wouldn't want to anyway, because not many people would. If it's gone terribly, say, sign me up to the next one. So that's an odd way of thinking. So the way the new qualifications are structured is that there is less repetition than ever. So on level 3, you're expected to remember what you've covered in level 2. At level 4, you're expected to remember what you've done in level 2 and 3, which is fine if you start on level 2. But if you jump in at a higher level, it just makes things much harder for yourself. The exception to this is if you already have an accountancy qualification. So it may be that you've already done an A level in accounting or ICB, IAB, etc., in which case I would recommend going in at level 3, as you'll already have that base knowledge to work from. And that wraps up this video on what you should know before starting your AAT qualification. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments below. And remember, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel for more AAT content. Thanks again for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.